Hello everybody. Here is the template to design the documentation of your internship program. In this video, I'll explain how to design the entire documentation. First page, that is internship report. So here you have to change name of the program. So this program title will announce by your internship coordinator soon and submitted by. Here you have to write your name and you have to follow the rules. 14 is a font size and the TNR is the font family, style of the text, and it should be bold letter and name should be centered. Here you have to write the hall ticket number under the supervision of. So here you have to mention the name of the person. So here you can see, here is my name and here is my designation and my organization name and the location. So you have to write all these details here and you have to follow these rules. And duration. Your internship duration is 13th May 2024 to 25th May 2024. So you have to mention that date over here. Next. And you have to write the department name, month, year. And then second page, here is a certificate. So here, as usual, you have to write your name and roll number and department name and the company name. I already mentioned my company name over here. And here you have to take the signature of your internship coordinator and you have to write name of the internship coordinator here and coordinator designation and department name. Here you have to take the signature of the HOD and here is the HOD name and department. And in the third page here, you have to mention weekly progress of internship activity. This is actually an image. You can observe that image. We will send this image once we get the approval from the management. We will share this image. You just take the screenshot and place it here. And you have to leave one page for this particular screenshot. Next, here you have to place scanned copy of your internship completion certificate. We already submitted all your internship certificates to the management. You can take it from your department head and you have to scan it and place that photo over here. Next here, acknowledgement. So here you have to just change this red color text, name, and HR head of the company. That is you have to mention my name over here and I'm not HR, my designation is CTO. And here you have to write the name of the company. It's not Visakhapatnam, Hyderabad. And here you have to mention principal surname and head of the department name. And here you have to mention the coordinator name. And here you have to write your name and URL number. Yeah. So now here you have to place abstract of your project. So you can check abstract of the report to be given here. Please restrict to maximum of 300 words. So you don't know how to write the abstracts, right? You have to take the help of ChatGPT. So let me open ChatGPT. So let's take one example project. So here you have to search. There is a project called Expense Made app. So let me write expense made app. I want abstract for this. So right, prompt should be very clear. If you give the proper prompting, you will get the right answer. Write 300 words abstract about expenses made app using Python, Pandas, Matplot library, and Tkinter, right? So we used these three modules. So it's better to mention Pandas, NumPy, Matplot library, and Tkinter for all the projects. Just enter it. You will get abstract. You have to just copy this abstract and place it over here. Maximum of 300 words, right? So before going to copy and paste it, better to read. If everything is correct, then you copy and paste it in your document. Okay, I'm done with abstract. Next. So here is the table of content. Acknowledgement we already done. Abstract already done. About the organization. Objective of the internship. About the internship project. Technical observation and learning from the internship program. Outcome of the internship. Conclusion references. So here about the organization, I will share you the document link and um, about the internship project. So here you have to write what is your internship project. So again, I'm going to take, I have to give this, I have to give this object, about the organization. I will give you the content of my organization. Next, objective of the internship, I will give you this. These two I will hand over. Don't worry about anything. Next, about the internship program. So, project. You just copy it and again open ChatGPT. So here you have to write your project name. What is my project name? Expenses. So this is called like introduction or about the expenses made app using Python Pandas Matplotlib library. So if you click on enter, so you will get some introduction or some information about your project. You have to just copy it and place it here about the internship project. Next, technical observation and learning from the internship. We already mentioned some guidelines over here. So about the organization, you have to read this and um, maintain these guidelines. Anyways, I'm going to provide the content of about the organization and the objective of the internship. So you have to mention, you have to take care of this third part, technical observation and learning from the internship program. So this is actually main body, right? You have to mention here uh, about your project. So here is the information. You have to just copy it and place it over here, right? And describe your working conditions and functions. See, you can take the chat GPT help and try to cover all these points. Okay. So provide a process chart of major product or subassembly. See, we need to place a chart, right? So you can just uh, copy this process, uh, provide a process chart of, just go back to your chat GPT. Chat GPT will give you the chart and mention this project name. Provide a process chart of expenses made app using Python, Pandas, Matplotlib library, Tkinter. In some projects, I used NumPy also, so you have to uh, mention that NumPy. So ChatGPT will give you an image. You can directly place that image, or else uh, you can create it, recreate it. Oh, it's uh, it's not a process chart. I need a flow chart. Instead of that, you can go ahead with a flow chart also. So just a minute. Yeah. So here is a flowchart representation. So you can take the help, like first we need start, right? You just copy it, start and go back to your documentation. After this point, you have to draw it. So we need some tools, insert, shape, start, right? Here you have to mention start, right? Next, we need to place one arrow mark. See here, there is an arrow mark. Go back to the insert, shapes. Here is the arrow mark. Place it here, right? So like this, you have to create the entire chart. Next, input expenses details. Take inter form. So we need to insert shapes. Now we need box. Start and stop both are the different shapes, and here I have to use uh, rectangular box. Next again, I need um, arrow mark and go back to your chart GPT and validate data. So here we have to write if condition. So you have to mention rhombus in this case, because if you want to check any condition, we have to use a rhombus. So place this rhombus over here. I need to insert text, add text. So validate input data. If if data is valid, proceed. Proceed this particular part, right? So copy it. Again, we need a box. If this condition is true, we have to design the frame and we need arrow mark. If the condition is true, if the condition is false, take one more graph. So if the condition false, prompt for correction. So here you have to mention the error message. So like this, you have to finish the chart. Here are the entire steps. Okay. Again, at the end, you have to use the same symbol. So for everything, you can use these boxes. So let me finish this chart. From here, it should continue. And I need same box. Because we have to summarize the data, visualize the data, display result, export to CSV. Okay. So we need one more. Let's place them. Next visualization, generate charts and text. Next, display results in thick interframe. And finally, top, right? So let me create a new symbol. Maybe, and that's it. Here is a flow chart of your project. Next, what kind of material you used? Here you have to write software and hardware requirements. You can get them from the ChatGPT. So write software and hardware. Write software and hardware requirements for expenses made app using Python, Pandas, Matplotlib library, and Tkinter. So it will give you the software requirements as well as the hardware requirements. You can just copy them and paste it over here. Describe the quality planning and control activity internship organization. It's not mandatory. And here you have to write your experience, present some work samples that you have encountered or conducted at the company. So you have to place some data set images here. We already provided some CSV files, right? Just to take the screenshot of input data file and take the screenshot of it and place it over here. In few projects, we got graphs, right? You can take those graphs and paste it over here. So outcome of the internship, here you have to write what skills uh, you have gained. So you can write it over here. You can take the ChatGPT help. And next, conclusion. So here you have to mention, uh, wait a minute. Here you can write code also. You can just copy the code and paste it over here. First place the code, then output screenshots, followed by data set screenshots. Next, conclusion, a little summary. You will get the conclusion from the ChatGPT, so you don't worry about it. Conclusion for the expenses made app using Python, Matplotlib library, Pandas. So you will get the conclusion also. So you just copy the conclusion and place it over here. And finally, references and uh, uh, yeah, I told you to mention these code and graph over here, right? So better to place one or two images here and place the major code part and charts, input data, everything in uh, the appendix place. And the references, you will get these references from the ChatGPT. So references for the expenses made app using Python, Tkinter, and Matplotlib library. References is all about books, documents. See, here are the books, mm, links, documentation links. So you have to place all these information in the references part. That's it. Thank you.